Be ready for it. Start. To give vocational education a real push, a thrust, we have to produce or build a demand for people with vocational education. It is no use giving vocational education if there is not demand for people with us education in the market. Again, this brings me to a such wider perspective, and the new education system must be seen in this perspective. We must first build a picture of what we want India to be like 10 to 15 years from now. What will industry be like? What will agriculture be like? What will service be like? What will all the other departments in the country be like? From what we must work back and build an education system which will serve those needs. If we are to be given vocational education, if we are to produce better motor machines or better carpenters or better builders or whatever, there must be a demand in the market. There must be understanding why it is better. Only then it will work. Param. So all these links must be built, must be thought about now. There are also linkages that must be built into the system between the various departments that are handling education. We have the agricultural universities under the agricultural ministry. We have industrial training institutes under the labor ministry. We have all law colleges under the law ministry. We have electronics under the department of electronics. This is apart from what the center does and what the states do. There must be proper understanding between each of these segments. If we look at a specialized college or institution, it must not have such a narrow vision that a full education is not given to students coming through those units. It is not good enough to train somebody in an agriculture college and limit him to a very narrow perspective. The basic requirements of education, which is building the character of the individual, which is preparing him to face the world when he leaves the institution, must not be lost sight of only because an institution is highly specialized in a particular field. Param, we have treated education as a part of the poverty eradication program because as long as the children of the poor people do not get good education, poverty cannot be eradicated. Today, however, we find another problem before us, a very serious problem, that is of unemployment of the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, Param, it gives me great pleasure in presenting to you the annual account and the director's report for the year ended 31st March 2020. I am very confident that the report of the directors will be well appreciated by all. It is certainly some pleasure to your board to be able to present accounts which show a profit for the year of more than rupees 15,000 after making full provision for all likely taxation. This profit is very satisfactory and represents an increased turnover. The reason for a smaller profit on an increased turnover is readily seen. We have had to face higher manufacturing and operating costs as well as meeting many other difficulties directly resulting from present conditions. Para. In is the opinion of your board that the company's profits for the present year are likely to show a fall as our trade is now faced with a lower demand. As you know, we depend or have done in the past on the building of and the supplying of materials for homes for the people as our people line of business. We have, however, been fully employed on government building, and this work has more or less balanced accounts for us so that the difference in profit or loss has not been considerable during the present year. However, orders have been falling off to a degree which may represent a danger to the company if some change does not set in before the end of the year. Para. The controlling influence over our immediate future are the supply of manpower, the supply of building materials, the degree to which the building houses is continued, and the amount of work which may be carried out in putting into the condition once again houses and other properties which may need attention for one reason or another. We are in a very strong position to meet any special demands which may be made upon us, and something still more important, to change the nature of our business to some degree if such change seems to be the best course to take. In the end, I would like to express my sincere thanks to my colleagues on the board of directors for their cooperation, and I would also like to record my appreciation of the excellent work done by our workers, staff members, and senior officers.